All right, now we've done the first two. We're going to start finding the equation of a line from, now I'm going to just start giving you different pieces of information. I might throw you a red ball and a blue ball, and you'd have to find the equation of the line. I might throw you a red ball and a green ball, and you'll find the equation of the line. I might throw you two green balls. I might throw you a green and a purple. That's all just different pieces of information, but the goal is always the same, and that is to find the equation of the line. So the first thing I'm going to do is technically not really on this list. I'm just going to give you a red ball and a blue ball. And then I'm going to show you how to do it on the graph. And then in the next video, we'll go from there. So first of all, let's say that you want the equation of the line, and I give you the slope, and I give you the y-intercept. No matter what information you're given, the first thing you always do is find the slope. Now, if the slope is given, that makes your life really easy. If I say the slope is 4, you write m equals 4 and you're done. But you always want to get that red piece of information first. So if I've given you the red ball, great. That just makes your life easier, but just identify it. So if the y-intercept is -2, well, that's easy. If I know m and I know b, then I know y equals mx plus b. Y equals 4x minus 2. So if I give you the slope and I give you the y-intercept, you just write down the equation of the line. Very, very easy. I give you a red ball, I give you a blue ball. Very easy. Okay, next one. Slope is 0. The y-intercept is 5. No matter what information you're given, the first thing you do is find the slope. Slope is 0, it was given. Y-intercept is 5, that was given. Write down the equation. Y equals mx plus b, which is y equals 5. Now, does that make sense? Let's see, if the slope is 0, what does the line look like? If the slope is 0, we have a horizontal line which only has one variable, and it's a y variable, so it is y equals 5. That does make sense. Okay, let's keep going. Slope is -1/2, and it passes through the point 0, 2. No matter what information you're given, the first thing you do is find the slope. Slope is -1/2, so we've got that. Now, it passes through the point 0, 2. Well, I don't know how to deal with that, but look at that point for a minute. The point 0, 2, there is something special about that point. If you think for a minute, that technically is a y-intercept. I threw you a red ball, I gave you the slope. I also threw you the blue ball. It just had a mask on it, so you couldn't tell it was the y-intercept maybe at first. So my intercept is 2. I'll show you how to deal with it. If it's not, that's going to be in the next video. But just try to recognize if they kind of put a mask on the y-intercept, because it does make your life easier if you can recognize it. If the x coordinate is 0, then they've given you the y-intercept. So writing down the equation of the line, y equals mx plus b, y equals -1/2 x plus 2, and we're done. Okay, the slope is undefined and it passes through the origin. Now, as soon as we have undefined, things get a little harder. Horizontal lines, we can kind of, just treat them as normal, but vertical lines are a little harder. So if the slope is undefined, that means it's a vertical line. That means the equation is going to be, good, x equals a number. So if it goes through the origin, it's going to be x equals 0. So that is, if I just toss you a red ball and toss you a blue ball, I give you the slope, I give you the y-intercept, you can just write down the equation of the line very, very easily. So let's kind of do this same thing actually, but in a different form. I'm going to give you the slope and give you the y-intercept, but I'm not going to tell you what the numbers are. I'm just going to show you the graph. Because if I show you the graph, you can find out what the slope is and the y-intercept is. Both of those are things that you did in Lecture 10. So here are two graphs. Now, if these are hard to look at, please either zoom in on your screen or open up the lecture notes and zoom in, because it's a little bit hard. I've not figured out how to do great graphs on these yet, but I'm working on it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, no matter what information we're given, is to find the slope. To find the slope, I need to find where the graph crosses at intersection points. Again, this is something we did in Lecture 10, so go back and review Lecture 10 if you need more examples. Now, to get the slope, I need to move from one point to another point, and it doesn't matter which one we do first. Here I'm doing it backwards just to show that it can be done backwards. So if I move from that lower point up to the higher point, Well, then I've just gone up 6 and back 3. So if I go up 6 and back 3, rise over run, that's up 6, back 3 gives me -3. My slope is -2. Now before we go any further, use your common sense to just verify that that looks right. Does that look like a slope of -2? Well, it looks negative because it's decreasing. And it looks kind of steep, so that could be -2. That seems like it's feasible. Now the next thing I want to do is find B. Find my y-intercept, which is right there. So it's 3. So I have my line is -2x plus 3. Y equals -2x plus 3. Now I think that's kind of impressive that you can just look at a line and tell me what the equation is. But it's actually not hard. You just look for the slope, look for the y-intercept, and then you can write it down. That's the beauty of slope-intercept form, is it makes it very easy to go back and forth between the graph and the equation. Okay, I want you to pause the video and do this next one on your own. All right, first thing I want to do is pick 2 points at grid lines. Now if you chose different points, it doesn't matter. It does not matter, not even a little bit, as long as they are at intersections. So I chose these 2 points. You might have chosen the point on the x-axis and the y-axis. Those are probably the most natural ones to choose, but it really doesn't matter. I just am looking to do rise over run. So there I go up and over. I go up 4 over 6, which gives me 2 over 3. So my slope is 2/3. Got my slope first, always looking for slope first. Next I want to find B. Well, that's right there at -4. So what is the equation of my line? It's y equals 2/3 x, y equals mx plus b, so -4. Y equals 2/3 x minus 4.